Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Recipe Tuesday. Today, or rather this morning, I should say, we're going to do a recipe. This is one of my mom's actual recipes. So, what it consists of is Italian sausage and peppers. So, I'm going to go ahead get started on what you need to get this recipe underway. To start with, what you're going to need is a 10-inch skillet with roughly an inch of water in it. And then you're going to set that on the stove. After that, you're going to cook the Italian sausage on medium heat. After it comes to a boil, take a fork and pierce the sausage about halfway down in three places. Side by side works good. In other words, if you have the sausage, you will pierce it here, come over and pierce it, and come over and pierce it. That's the way I do it. And you will see oil spew out. And once you let it cook a little bit, what you're going to do after about 3 to 5 minutes, turn the sausage over and pierce that side, as I just mentioned in the previous banner that I put up. Then you're going to cook it a little bit more, and you may want to flip it one more time. Continue to cook it until the water is evaporated. Once the water is evaporated, then you're going to fry or saute the sausage on all sides. After that, well, I should say what you're going to do while the sausage is cooking, you're going to take a bag of frozen peppers and onions. Bird's Eye makes one. I believe Pick Sweet makes one. Those are the two that I'm familiar with. And you're going to boil that in a saucepan. You're going to boil it until the vegetables are tender. Then, after that, you're going to turn it off with a slotted spoon. You're going to take the peppers and onions with a slotted spoon and move it over to the sausage. You're just going to add it until it's all in the fry pan. Then you're going to cook the sausage and pepper mix on low medium heat for about 5 to 7 minutes, mixing together. You're going to roll it in together, and then after that, you're going to remove it from the heat and then let it cool. What you can do at that point is serve the sausage in its exact state, or you can cut it up. The choice is yours, it's optional. One of the things you could do if you do leave the sausage whole, or if you decide to cut it up, either way, you could put it on a nice bread or roll of some type, a hoagie bun or some type, sub roll, depending on where you're from, because I've heard it referred to as three different ways: a hero, a hoagie, and a sub. So you could put it on bread, you could go that route. If you don't want to do anything with meat, what you could do is do the pepper and onion mix, like I mentioned, and then somehow incorporate potatoes into it. You could take that blend and easily put it in a nice bread roll of some type, as I mentioned. Or if you don't want to go that route, let's say you want something a little bit interesting for breakfast, you could take the pepper and potato medley and put it in an omelet. You could do that. Remember, when it comes to an omelet is really nothing more than a blank canvas. You can add to it, you can take away, you can, when you're beating up the eggs in the bowl, I usually like to add a little bit of milk, a little bit of pepper. I also like to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese or Parmesan Romano, or an Italian blend of cheese, whichever you like, and sprinkle a little bit of that in there and, beat it together. And then in about a 10-inch skillet, like the one used in this recipe, I get about a quarter to a half dollar size of Pompeian robust olive oil that I put in the saucepan. And then as the pan is heating up, I roll the oil around to where it coats the bottom very well. Then I take the egg mixture and pour it down in the skillet. At that point, my skillet is probably at about low to medium heat. And then I let that cook a little bit. And then once that kind of ferments up, and you'll see that the jiggle of the egg batter will slowly ferment up. So, and then once that happens, then you can take whatever toppings, the pepper and potato medley, and put that in there, or you can do a cheese omelet. If you do want to go the meat recipe, you could do, you know, I do a good pepperoni omelet. That's a good one. You can put turkey, ham, ground beef. Again, a blank canvas. You can go anywhere with an omelet. But as far as the pepper and onion sausage recipe goes, which is my mom's recipe, that's how was taught how to do it. You could eat it in its exact state, low carb, or like I say, use it and put it on a good bread of your choice. It doesn't matter, really, the option is all yours. All right. Anyway, guys, I want to thank all of you for tuning in this morning. I hope you like this recipe. If you do and you want to give it a try, definitely consider, you know, giving it a try, see how it is, see if you like it. Or if you want to use your own method of how to prepare sausage, that would work just as well, also. I hope all of you have a great remainder of your Tuesday, and I will see you guys back here on Thursday. Have a good one. Bye.